Release me. KennyB is torturing me. Oh, God. That's gonna be a hell of a podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the virtual podcast, the 5th episode so far. And Sandra is clearly ready.
Don't, no. Oh. Family friendly.
It's fine. I mean, family friendly is merely a myth. So, but yeah, the virtual podcast, the 5th episode so far. We haven't done a few episodes. Haven't done an episode in like 2 weeks, I believe. Mainly because after CES, there wasn't really much news to go about, and I've been very busy. Yeah, we have a show planned for you with a bunch of cool videos that we're gonna play, and some other things as well.
Videos.
So without further ado, I think we're just gonna go straight into the introductions. Some of you have been here before. One of you have been a producer actually, and some are new. And I think it's only fair that we start with those who are brand new here. So Maggoo, who are you?
Hey, I'm Maggoo. I'm your drunk next neighbor furry. You've maybe seen me in a drinking night before. I think we actually met in a drinking night on a Black Cat. I'm not sure. But
Probably.
Yeah, I've been playing VRChat for like 2 years now. Way too much time, way too much money invested. And now I'm here. Oh yeah, stay hydrated. That's our motto for the day. That's our slogan.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
Yes. I love that guy.
Yes.
So Maggoo, yeah, I think it's correct that we met in a drinking night, or no, actually, yeah, we met in a drinking night. But you know what I remember you best for? There was I think it was me and Hansi when we basically, I think that it was the day I met Hansi, the guy who's producing. Say hi, Hansi.
Oh yeah, I know him. He's in my friends list.
So
Hi,
what happened was we were basically in the Great Pug. I met him, we chatted up a little bit, and then the pug kind of died out, and we sort of like decided that we were gonna go to another Friends Plus instance. And I saw that you were on my friend list with a Friends Plus instance of like 67 or 60 some plus people in it. And once me and Hansi joined that place, it was literally just me and him that wasn't in a furry avatar. Everybody else was a furry. It was just ridiculous. And I had one friend there, and that was Maggoo. I just like, we do not, I don't think we'll belong here. Just.
Yeah, so
God,
that's
that was
actually
a bit
sometimes
awkward.
that could happen if you join Maggoo. That actually could sometimes happen. But it's always cool people. Like they are not like, oh, you don't belong here. They'll be like, oh, you drink something? Oh, drink with us, and like
Yeah.
That was
like,
essentially
I mean,
how it
water,
was.
obviously. But yeah. But the problem is, once like you join the circle, you never get out. Like you drink until you sleep in VR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, furries are hard drinker. Actually, I just wanted to say that. Like that's like obviously water, but yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, their intestines can't really handle the alcohol nor practically anything else, so they just eat like one thing and drink another.
Yeah, something like that.
Trust me, I am definitely a vet. So Maggoo, how did you get into VR? Like, what was your portal into the virtual realm?
Oh boy, let me think. The first time I tried VR was like 4 years ago on the PlayStation with Resident Evil VR and some weird Star Wars game. They were awful. It was freaking awful. And a few years later, that was like almost 2 years ago, I saw some Beat Saber clips and VRChat obviously. And what was the third game I bought in the beginning? Something with hot runner.
It's super hot. No, it's super hot with the time loop and the thing.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that was the first game I bought. Yeah, I bought a Rift S with super hot Beat Saber, got into VRChat, and a few months later I bought the Index with the trackers. And now I have 2 headsets, 8 trackers, a haptic vest, that can move, a gaming rig.
Wait.
No, my money.
You had you had 2 headsets. What headsets do you have?
I've got the Index as a main headset and the Vive Pro. Although right now I'm using a Vive Pro 2 because I'm not at home.
I can notice it on the quality of the microphone.
Yeah.
But isn't the
HTC
Vive Pro
mic.
wireless?
It has a wireless module. It's like $400 though.
Blimey.
Yeah.
That's like a little over a
Wireless thing
Quest.
is.
Yeah. You can just literally buy a Quest instead.
Yep.
And still have money
yeah.
left for a
Oh,
proper
HTC.
microphone. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Why would you want the Vive Pro today?
Oh no. It's just a replacement in case my Index dies.
Oh yeah, it's definitely clever to have a backup. Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's actually
Right
getting harder again to get an Index. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
you can't, if you once buy it with your Steam account, you're not allowed to like buy another one over Steam. So you have to search another.
You have
Like,
to buy it
it's
on
not
eBay.
hard to find another thing. But if you buy something like that from eBay, you have to get prepared that you get scammed. So you actually have to drive to that place. And I don't know if you actually knew that, but driving to another place means you have to leave your home. And we hate that. We don't want to leave our homes.
You actually have to talk to other people.
Don't say
It's the
that.
worst thing. Yeah.
In person.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, in person.
Oh god.
Anything but in person.
No. they're gonna look in your eyes and be like, "You want to buy that?"
Yeah.
You
Come
wanna-
on, come in my house.
I
Take off your
had so
shoes.
much. I had so much fun with that headset. Yes. And they were like, no.
Oh god.
Yeah, maybe you should just make a fake Steam account and just buy a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
But
what I
I'm-
was about to say. Couldn't you just make another one, or is that illegal?
The problem is like you're not supposed to make more Steam accounts. Like that's
So
yeah. you
there's
should not do
actually
that.
Steam actually has done their homework on this one. So in order for them to protect their IP from being sold in countries they do not sell their stuff to, i.e. Norway and Switzerland and, other countries that are not a part of the European Union but are still in the EU that are getting fucked over royally, excuse the language. So what they do is that in order to check whether or not you've bought an Index before, it's that they check the address and the payment method used. So in order to buy an Index, you need a payment method that's tied to the address you're sending the Index to. So you can't necessarily just for example, in Norway, just use all manner of tricking VPN stuff to just fool them. It doesn't work. They check the bank thing. So.
That's not true. You could literally just make an account for your dad, and then just make an account for your dad, and then just buy one game like the IKEA simulator, and then just order it to his.
Yeah, but the payment
place.
method needs
But
to be tied to the address where you're buying it.
Yeah, you have to get. Yeah. I mean, but you have to get You can get him the money, and he buys it for you.
If you have somebody that has a payment method tied to an address inside a European country, yes, you could get them to buy it for you. So I
You
tried.
can pay it with PayPal.
I tried every goddamn trick in the book. It did not work out.
Did you? Yeah.
I used a VPN. I even made myself false phone numbers that would just redirect to me that got tied to the same fake address that I made up just to ship it to someone inside Finland. Nothing worked. Nothing. I literally did every trick in the book, and I wasn't able to.
Did you try to actually buy it over eBay?
I did not try to buy from a scalper. No. Why would I do that? We just discussed this.
Drive to his place. Yeah, but you can literally drive to his place, and then he's gonna be a sweaty old man.
May I remind you
"Yeah,
that I live
cool,
in the
yeah."
Arctic, way on up in the Arctic, so it's far away from any civilization there is. So my best friend is the Northern Lights. That's about it.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
And sad, strangely. Anywho.
No, it actually
Having a
sounds
friend like
beautiful.
that.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they're way worse friends. Like, imagine you
Yeah,
just
right?
send it to a friend that they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I never got it."
And then you're a pee on it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
What?
What? Can you just?
Can we go further
I
down
said
the
that they drink
introduction?
water.
Oh yes, obviously. What the? Okay, so
Yeah, I'm gonna-
where were
Meh.
we? How? Yeah, we were
I
like
think-
how Maggoo got into VR.
I think.
Yes.
Do you wanna continue that, or are you done with it? You feel like you said
not
anything?
For now. Because
Okay,
I think I
then
said everything I
introduce
needed to say for now.
yourself, Thick Beer.
Hello,
Oh boy.
it is still me.
goddamn, here we go.
I'm still here. I'm still trapped. Please send help. Nobody's actually helping me. Those are not my friends. Please. So, yes, how did I got to VR?
Yeah,
Well,
no problem for asking.
I didn't thought that I was actually longer in VR than you.
Yeah, you are.
But I am. Yeah, I am. So,
That's pretty sad.
wait, what? No, what? Don't, fuck you! I mean, beep you! So,
You
okay.
too.
Yeah, I was young. I was like in my early 20s when I was trying to get a good IT guy, and I was learning, and I was going to IT school, and I had a lot of stress, and I was like trying to get that stress away because I'm like a night guy. I was always learning like the night through until like 2 a.m. and waking up at 6 a.m. again. And then there was this one time where you're like learning and you're like doing your stuff, and then you're like switching on YouTube just to get like 1 or like 10 minutes away from learning because your fucking brain explodes. So I was switching, and then I found one YouTuber. I'm actually gonna shout him out because he's fucking great. That was Mr. Wobbles. He's fucking great. He can play literally every single instrument that you can imagine. He can make a remix. He can beatbox. He actually did like really good beatboxing in Germany, in England, and stuff like that. He actually won good competitions with that. So I watched him, and it was a time when actually Uganda Knuckles were like growing and growing. So he also did like a VRChat thing. Yeah, Uganda Knuckles is still a thing. Don't worry, we're gonna get back. We're gonna find our way. So I was back there. I was thinking myself, okay, I need something to actually escape from. I don't have the money, and I was still living with my parents, and my place to actually play was an office with like I could sit in, and then I had like. There was my desk, like in front of me. There was my walls, and behind me there was like 1 meter. And like I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try it out in desktop mode. That was one night, and 2 bottles of that beautiful Jack Daniels liquor, which you should never try. The next week, suddenly out of nowhere, there was like a little package with the name for me, which was on it HTC Vive, which was the original HTC Vive. So then I was getting into VR, and well, I was using VR just to escape, and using VRChat every night.
So you got yourself drunk in front of the desktop and bought yourself VR.
Yeah, because it was so cool. Like my first VR game was literally VRChat in desktop mode. I got drunk, I bought it. I didn't regret it, because normally when I regret it, I'm like, okay, I just send it back already. I'm just gonna test it, but send it back. But it was so crazy, because even if you're like in no place, like you have no place to play, like I hit so much things. I didn't broke any controller, maybe one is broken, but She can tell more about that stuff because she got my old one. So maybe one is broken, but it was so much fun, and I was in so much stress, so it was perfectly just to like wipe out and like have 2 hours or 3 hours just to wash your brains with beautiful memes and stuff like that. Yeah. And then things got spicy. Like my dad broke my PC because I was playing too much VR. I just moved out and lived like I literally lived like 2 or 3 months in a basement of my friend in like one room. I got my own flat now. I ordered the index. I have a good paid job because I learned a lot. I'm good with my dad again. I repaired my PC. Now actually my mom is getting my PC and my dad as well, so that's actually funny. So that's how I got in VR. Yes. And VRChat the same. I don't want to spoil.
How much did you play
stories.
that made your father lose it?
The problem was not like I played a lot. The problem was I played too often. Like I played every night just to like get that. Like it was normally for me to learn on my PC or like in the office for like 1 or 2 hours. And I literally played every night for like from 10 p.m. to like 2 a.m. Waking up at 6, driving like 40 kilometers. I wasn't drinking under the week. I literally wasn't. I was a good guy at that time. I wasn't drinking. I was literally just playing. No, under the week I literally wasn't drinking. Like that was my early 20s. And I met a lot of people, like a lot of friends that I actually met in IRL as well. And I can just say, like, the VRChat community is so friendly sometimes and so cancer at the other half of the time. So, yeah. That's how I got into VR. And now I own, like, a lot of shitty VR games and a lot of good VR games. And
mostly shitty,
a lot of VR setup. It's hard to find good VR games. It's just hard.
It really is. But yeah, that's for the gaming section, I guess. Then I guess,
yeah.
Sandra, care to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Sandra. Did you guys add anything else? How did I get into VR?
Yeah, you can answer the same question if you like.
Actually, it was in 2020. Like late 2020, I got it before Christmas because, I mean, I can also elaborate like a little bit further and deeper into it if you'd like.
Yeah, sure,
but
go
it
for
might
it.
take like 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So it was like I finished my apprenticeship and I was working full time. And it was like 2020 was when the pandemic began, right? Or was it 2019? I don't fucking know anymore.
It was the very end of 2019, wasn't it?
Yeah,
in Germany, it was actually the like middle of 2020, like 2019. It all began like in China,
it began in China, right, and then in 2020, that's kind of early on in 2020. That's generally when it got to Europe.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was full-time working, right? And I was living alone, actually. And then we were supposed to just do home office all the time. And I don't really like, my friends, they also did like home office and everyone was working and I literally felt super lonely, right?
Mm.
And then I played VRChat on desktop mode. Just to connect with people. Like I usually played other games like I don't know, Overwatch and stuff where you could like actually talk to people in voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after one night playing VRChat in desktop mode, I was like, yeah, fuck it. Next day I bought an Oculus Rift used. And
so stupid. Buying it the next day. Wow.
I wasn't even drinking water. So yeah, I did that like the next day, and I played for like I had vacation on Christmas, and I was playing all the time. I was hanging out with him actually. I met him like the first night when I was on VR, and we hung out every day.
Oh, you were that girl.
Yeah, I was me. Surprise.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Because you
Just
two
kidding.
have actually moved together, haven't you?
Yes,
Yes.
we have.
Wow.
Last
A real
year.
life love story in VRChat taking place.
That actually
Yeah, it was-
happened.
Yeah, it was crazy because it was also like a random map. It was Winter Lake House. I don't know if you know
That's
that
not
map.
a random map, okay? I wanted to make a après-ski party there, okay? Like a party that you do after skiing, okay? And
An
the
after-ski
fucking
party?
YouTube player in that wall. That's the thing, okay? That's the thing. You don't understand that. You're not in a skiing club. But that fucking wall.
I understand it.
Didn't work. That didn't work. The YouTube fucking player didn't work. We were so mad. And I was so hydrated.
You made
So hydrated.
so you organized this whole party without music. Well done. Clap, clap.
No, I didn't. I was like, dude, did I mention you the first time? Like that was always that was the second try of the après-ski party. Did I mention you the first time when I actually got to hospital
No.
in real life?
What?
So I had that first après-ski party because, okay, me and my friends, like I have just two close friends, and we were always going to that one party, which is an après-ski party, like just because the music is so shitty that it makes so much fun to get so fucking hydrated that it's really just funny. And it got cancelled because 2020, bad year, blah blah. So we were like, okay, I have two headsets because I didn't knew her at that time, so I took my HTC, so my first headset, and gave it to the other friend, and the other friend actually got the HTC Vive Pro, and then we played the first party. It was actually going great. We started in the room of rain, because that good player actually could play playlists from YouTube. So we started there, had a beautiful night, good thing, and we have our favorite liquor. It's not booze, it's just liquor. It's like 30 or 50%, no, 15%, like 13 or 15, like really low. It's blue. It's called Gletscherwasser. It's my favorite. Yeah, I actually met the maker of it. Like I was there and I talked to him, and it was so great, dude. Yeah, I normally drink like 20 bottles of it. So okay. So I got that, and
Wow.
I start drinking it. Okay, back to the story. I start drinking it and like, yeah, stay hydrated. Got like half a bottle. And then I recognized that I had to scratch like often my neck and like couldn't breathe right. And I was going to the toilet, just looking in the mirror, and everything was red. So yeah, I had an allergic thing. Nobody actually knows what it was and why I had it, because I drink that liquor often, as you know, and I still drink it, and I don't have problems. So I was going to hospital. It was COVID. It was like the worst time to actually go to hospital. And it was a lockdown in Germany, so normally you shouldn't even go outside. So I had to go like from one city to another city because I had to go to my sister to actually help me. So I was at my sister's place, and then she was like, "Yeah, fuck, you had to go to hospital," but she can't drive because she's my sister. She wasn't hydrated at that moment, so we had to call her ex-friend, which is actually like a really bad idea, and he then drove me to the hospital. But before that, we actually drink Hopfentee, if you know what that is. It's really good, because it's good for your throat and for allergic things. If you're in Germany, you have to try a Hopfentee. It's really good. So. We were still drinking that, but I shouldn't tell the doctor and stuff. So I got to the hospital, and they didn't know what the fuck it was, but they took my blood, and I was totally normal. Like I was calm. Like I was just that wasn't a lot. Like I just 6 bottles of beer and like 1.5 or a half bottle of liquor, so totally fine. I was there just chilling, waiting, and then that girl came in, laughing, almost crying, and was like, "You had a fun night, right?" And I was like, "What? Why?" "Yeah, you have like, have like a lot of alcohol in your blood. Nah, don't worry. So yeah, I stayed the night in the hospital. So that was the first up-risky evening, but I didn't want to interrupt. So yeah, I was in hospital while playing VR. That's weird. But I
Wow.
was online the whole night in VRChat.
So you're one of those that got hospitalized because of VR. Nice.
Yeah, I don't even know
Nice.
what the
You belong to
did.
that demographic. Well done, Thickbit. Well done.
Yes,
What an
yes,
achievement.
Yes,
Good
yeah.
life.
Yeah, I still live, dude. Like I had to make some corona tests in that time, but actually they didn't say anything. But that was funny.
Yeah, your
I mean,
ass is
they're
sticking
not
out of the chair.
police, I doubt.
Oh shit. Sometimes that happens to me. That happens to the best. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's hips are like Shakira in this game, so not much you can do. Anyway,
And you can buy more base stations.
oh yeah, totally, you can. Actually, I've considered it. Wait, yes,
More
I have a
trackers, more
question.
base
You mentioned
stations.
you had 5 trackers earlier.
8.
Yeah, right now. But at
He's
home I
using
have 8. No,
Yeah.
I'm at home, but right now I'm not at home.
I have
Right
6.
now it's only 5.
What can I do with 6?
The usual 3 plus the elbow trackers or knee trackers.
How
Elbow
do
trackers
you
can
do
basically
3
put your
plus
elbows
plus?
together. You need a mod for that. And since mods not allowed in VRChat, obviously we're not going to use that. But yeah, there is a mod, IK tweaks, that allows to use mod trackers up to 7. Actually 8, but the chest tracker doesn't work for some reason.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I will consider it.
Oh yeah, it's worth it.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, anyway. So, something happened during the past week, I guess. I received my Tundra trackers.
Wow.
Yeah, I've already told you probably, but yeah, I got them. I got them on me. Can you see them? Do you see the tracking quality? Look at the
Holy shit, I
Tundra.
see them. They're like totally crazy. Look at that old HTC trackers. Look at them. Wow.
But yes. So the tracking quality is basically equal to the HTC Vive 3.0 trackers. I can't feel any difference whatsoever. There is only one caveat, and that is both a plus and a minus, depending upon how you look at it. The Tundra trackers are small and light, very light. So with the HTC 3.0 trackers, whenever you smack your foot down, like it wobbles, or when you move it side to side, it wobbles a lot, and you can sometimes see it on people when they wobble their trackers. It looks a little janky and odd, but with the Tundra ones, they don't really wobble at all. They sit so nicely, and because the bottom part is curved, right? It just fits so well. Could you, Hansi, could you bring up the ASMR video of me unboxing the thing?
Oh god.
Just to have it right in the background, I don't know. But yeah, they're kind of my favorite new tracker. The only thing that's my problem with it is just that the straps that came with it are so small that they don't really feel well. Like the straps I bought from China for like $20 for the HTC Vive 3.0 trackers, they are so much more comfy than these are. But yeah, they do have some elite trackers as well. I mean, straps that you can order.
I mean, you can just make your straps. You don't need a special.
just
thing.
cable.
Yeah.
Just make
Just-
it with the cable ties.
Yeah, that's his hand.
These are my hands, yeah. Do you like my hands?
Wow, you should make OnlyFans.
They're hands, dude.
Holy hands.
Handsome.
Son of a bitch! Come on.
Oh, did you get stick? Did you get the bigger version of the USB stick or just the normal version?
Yeah, I got the SV3. The three dongles in one.
So you didn't get you didn't get the big one. Okay.
No, I didn't.
I mean, why should you
But there's one good thing about the dongle
it's
though.
okay. You didn't get the big one. It's okay. Don't worry.
I can only handle that big. God damn it!
Yeah, no, it's okay. You just have the free one. It's okay, dude. Nobody can.
It's not the
be
free
that,
one. You don't get it for
rich.
free. Oh, did you?
No, I see the free one because the number free.
Three.
Because you have
Three,
trackers.
not free.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a free and a 7. Was it 7 or 5 one? The next.
It comes with, I think, 7. 3, 7, 5. Yeah, that's the numbers that they have
Because
dongles
if you
in
get
one.
the 7 one, like I don't understand because you actually have the HTC trackers which you can connect to that dongle, so you didn't need the dongles for the HTC trackers. But if you get the free, the version with the free one, you can't connect it to them, so you also need the HTC trackers dongles. So that's pretty bullshit.
Yes, that was
He hates himself right now.
one of the things that was. So the one thing to set this up though, there was a little bit more hiccups than I would expect, because when I bought the HTC 3.0 trackers, they worked out of the box. I didn't even need to pair or anything. I just like plug them in, they work. With these, I had to they wouldn't reconnect initially to the dongle. I don't know if it's because I had the 3.0 HTC trackers on at that time or not. I don't know. But what I had to do was basically plug them in, hardwire them with a USB connected to my PC, then sync them up to pair them through SteamVR. I had to go through the whole menu part and hold down the button, pair them up, and I had to do that for all three. So that was just like a small hiccup. But yeah, they work perfectly after that.
That was the same thing like the old HTC trackers, like the 2.0.
Yeah,
Because she has my old 2.0, and we actually had to do that as well. The 3.0 are, holy shit, they're perfect. Like I love them, like the way they are. They're perfect. Like the 2.0 are actually, like, you have to imagine, you have the 3.0, right?
Yeah, I do.
So, like the 2.0 are way heavier, like 3 times the 2.0, and way bigger.
And huge, yeah, I know.
Yep.
But
they did their job, like, what the fuck is that?
it's just some stickers. I took that Snapchat icon and put it in the back of my phone case.
Wow.
Yeah, the case,
that's
the
great.
case is actually really nice. I mean, it's just a generic case, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Are you
I'll
into
use it.
ASMR?
No, not at all. But I thought it would be cool to make an ASMR video for myself.
It looks professional.
Okay, this is not professional at all.
What ASMR?
The way I mounted the camera. So the way I mounted the camera, basically anything I had on my dining table at that time, I used to like sort of get a camera to hold it in place in a strange position. So like there's like a small balancing tower of like decorative art pieces just like janked together, and a pen that barely holds my phone in place.
Is that the dongle? Do you only need one?
Yeah, one for the 3.
That's OP.
And you can also use the dongle for the HTC Vive trackers. That's why a lot of people buy that dongle, just a dongle.
Understandable, honestly.
Yeah, and they're really small.
Yeah, it's relatable.
And those
The
USB,
dongle actually fits in.
Yeah, the problem is, did you actually put like an HTC tracker next to it?
no.
Don't tell me you did. Oh, what?
No.
I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, just one thing that I was actually interested about in that video, and that was like that.
I can send you a picture on Discord or Snap or whatever.
You have to tell the people, why did you buy the Tundra trackers if you didn't know that there's a mod that you can actually use more than 3 trackers when you actually have the HTC trackers?
Okay. obviously, they are very much smaller. They are half the weight. They are so light and tiny.
Yeah, but you didn't show that.
Yeah, but god damn it.
Everyone says you're very professional, and then something like this.
Jeopardizing our professionality. Yeah, I apologize. I'll do better for my next ASMR video.
Okay,
I
that's
forgive
cool.
you.
That's cool.
But yes,
Just one time.
there is one thing that's left to do, and I think it's just fair that we congratulate Tundra Labs on their successful Kickstarter. Multiple of those backers have gotten their trackers now. They're currently shipping out to both Europe and America and finishing up all of the backers. I expect they will soon open up for more orders from new people, I guess. Because this product is really good. It really is. I mean, also with the changeable bottom plate, like it comes with those 3D printed, like the socket at the bottom you can change out, and those with the HTC tracker they have like this screw that you screw it on, right? And you get that plate with it if you have straps. So you could honestly use those trackers on straps that are compatible for the HTC 3.0 trackers. If you want to, you don't need to use those straps that I currently have on me that comes with it that you saw there.
What? Okay, but like, okay, we take that they are smaller and the weight away. What is better than the HTC free trackers? Because you literally pay the same money. They're not that much.
The
cheaper.
battery life is significantly longer.
How long? Like the HTC 3.0 is like 8 hours.
It's 11 hours as far as I've heard.
Okay. So we have the 11 hours. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
I mean, it's gonna vary, right? Depending upon how you're used.
It's the one. It's literally the one dongle. Like you can't. Like the dongle is perfectly. Like HTC did a shitty job with like having every dongle, like for every tracker one dongle. But it was like easier to install because the 3.0 tracker you literally just put in the dongle. It worked. It was just easier for the.
And the new dongle that actually you can put in the index. It's small enough to fit in the front of the index.
The dongle from him, like the.
Yes, that's true. Why?
I saw things about it. I actually looked after it, but the problem with that thing is actually because it's so close to your face that it often's like didn't recognize like all the trackers. That was what I
haven't tested that yet.
Oh, and I have a fan in my index.
Yeah,
I can just
same.
Yeah, the fan is so much like if you play without a fan, holy shit, the fan is so much better. Like it's annoying when you move fast, great. Like you hear it, but it's so much better.
It's freaking great, yeah.
Yeah.
I just have the microfiber cloth in there.
Wow, you didn't modify your index. Wow.
I have a sticker on it. Do you see the stickers in the thing? I put a sticker on it.
Oh god, I actually thought about it, but yeah. And I'm glad that I used the fan for it, so I don't have the cover anymore because the cover is just it's just falling off too often because you hit your headset a lot of times.
Yep. All the time.
I'm not proud of it. I hit it a lot of times, and if you think about how much that thing costs, I think it's not even the cost. It's just like how hard it is to get a hand on that headset.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing. Like, just imagine like 5 days or like 1 week without the index. Like okay, it's broken. It lays there. It's broken. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you get a backup headset.
Yeah, I have a backup headset. The HTC.
Yeah, I know.
Just everybody looks at Sandra. Just.
I mean, if he needs it.
I really do. But not now. The index works.
Anywho, yeah, congratulations, Tundra. So, next topic. Wait, before we do that, Hansi, where are we at win time?
It's pretty late already.
Oh fuck, what? Wait, how long?
I don't exactly know when it started, but I think around an hour now.
Are you serious? Okay, yeah, we need to get a break then. Okay, yeah, we'll be right back after this break, and then we're gonna talk about some VR tools, some mixed reality tools that you can use for your Index and Vive, and we have a new MMO game that people have been talking about, the Zenith MMO game that we are gonna go in depth on, because we've been spending several hours in that game.
Cooking! Okay.
Yes. Alright, we'll be right back.
That's what you can do with more trackers.
Actually, my avatar is one of the old ones, so he can actually do that as well.
Welcome back to the virtual podcast after the break.
Welcome back to the Fig Beer podcast after the break.
Oh, you're just hijacking the whole thing now.
KennyB's account. I just did that. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, there's nothing I'm
Okay,
gonna
let's
do
move
about
on.
it. Regardless, what do you want to start with?
Why did you ask me? It's your podcast.
Well, you just said it was the Thick Beer podcast, so goddamn, go choose your topic.
Well, then I don't know. What's the next point? Like we said, what's the
MMOs.
You want to talk about the MMO? You want to see the? We can start with start with the beautiful games that we all want.
Do we want to? Okay, yeah,
Another
sure.
game.
We can start with Zenith.
Why you always saying that like you're? With what do you want to start, Kenny?
I mean, that's totally fine. I mean, I was just open for suggestions, and you suggested, and I accepted. What's your problem?
You always say that like so desperately, like.
Can you not
Oh,
fight?
fine,
Can you
we
kiss
can-
instead? Jesus Christ.
No, that's actually just for our own OnlyFans. That is.
If he takes off his mask, I'll kiss him.
You know that I actually can do that now, right?
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I still have that old avatar.
Your ass is getting flipping
You're
through the
in
chair
your
again.
chair again. Yeah.
Yeah, I love my chair.
Anyway, Zenith MMO, a virtual MMO RPG that is finally here, that isn't utter trash.
And you can cook.
Calm your hip, Shakira.
Dude, if you say cooking, like my hip can control I can't control myself then.
No, obviously.
To a worse fate than our ancestors.
I love ramen.
Yes, this is Zenith. I think this is just a trailer for it.
It is.
Yeah, it's very much
Did
anime.
you watch the trailer?
No, I never did actually.
Wow, flying boats. We never played that far. We're gonna get spoiled, dude. We're gonna get spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, flying boats. We haven't seen any flying boats, but
Maybe we're gonna understand the story now.
the story is Mika pissing you off.
Dude, there's beaches, so there's gonna be a beach session. That's cool.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's like 4 zones.
Session.
Are there any leaf bugs?
Any what bugs?
Oh, they're flying.
Yeah, you can glide.
Bugs.
Yeah, you can glide, and you can fly, and you can what else can you do? You can climb. You can climb, like the VRChat climbing. Just
Yeah, but
Just
you can
grab
cook
everything.
too.
yeah, you can cook. It's so fucking good. The cooking is so great. I love the cooking.
Yeah, we literally spent an hour in the first city just cooking. I mean, you cooked and looked at other cook ramen and all manner of fruity
Yeah.
smoothies. But yeah, the cooking is actually really great. Like you literally cook. You chop up oranges and you cook milk and flour and sugar, and you literally add the ingredients and there's a real cooking simulator in that game, and you need to like twist and turn on the right heat and follow like the boiling thing, and you can use the frying pan.
Really
The cooking part is actually really, really great. I have to admit, like I was positively impressed. But yeah, that's just one profession. I mean, we should probably talk about the mechanics and how it feels. Like, a big part of the MMO is like. So one problem with the previous MMO RPGs that have been in VR, like they've been like very stressful to play. Like what you do basically, if you were an archer, it was a lot of you going like this, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can talk about that because you never played an MMO because your PC is too bad for the MMO. You remember like that one MMO we wanted to play?
Yeah, that one that didn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work for you. I wasn't the one.
Anyway, we're talking about Zenith, and when it comes to Zenith, I mean, you played one of those sword masters, right? And there's a lot of hack and slacking. Like, what prevents you from going ham and like?
It's like that's a good question. The problem is like till you get the controls, because okay, if you get in a new VR game, it's always the same. Like you want to explore, you want to see new stuff, you want to get the story, and you want to don't read a long fucking text in VR because that's annoying, and that's one of the bad things in Zenith, because if you don't read the text, you don't get what you're actually doing.
I mean, nobody reads the quest text.
But the first. Let's be honest, like the first hour in Zenith was hard, like to actually get a grip on. Like if I would, if something happened that thing, like the server got down or something like that, I would probably never touch that game again. But after it, like when you get it, that you actually had to, like if you, I'm a sword man in Zenith, so if you have two swords and you fight with them, and like if you want to use specialties or like. That was wrong.
Abilities.
Like, if you want special, abilities or special moves, you actually have to use. You actually do a special if you go down, like smash down with the two swords, or like smash from the side, or you actually hit a special point at the like the opponent shoulders, which lights red, or at the legs, which like at one point that's actually his weak point. You actually do a special move. Then you have like light attacks if you don't use the trigger, if you just use your normal hand to like grab your swords. It's awesome because the movement is actually your special abilities, and that's making it kind of good. But let's be honest, it's still in VR. It's the MMO in VR. It's still not that what you think MMO is kind of like, but the thing that it's just in VR and you can interact with people makes it so much better, because the VR community is also really fucking good. Kenny, you played it as well. You can also give you like, because you played like the gunner with healing stuff.
Yeah, I played the support class, the mage support, and I mean one of the things that it like kind of made me like it more was like that you had this social aspect of it. Like you had people on PlayStation VR, people on a Quest, people on a Quest 2, people like all manner of VR headset demographics were in there. I mean, we discussed this while we were playing. Like Zenith is probably the best VR game for PlayStation VR currently.
I doubt it. Because it's still Beat Saber. You can't.
Oh yeah, if they have Beat Saber, yeah.
Beat Saber is so classic and so good that what it does.
Best multiplayer game.
If you just have to. Okay, yeah, I give you that. I give you that. Yeah, I give you that. Because Beat Saber in VR and PlayStation is just without mods, but it's still great.
But yes, the mechanics for the healing mage is it's just what you'd expect. There are different hand gestures to do different spells to charge them up, and to do more powerful attacks. And you also have your standardized healing guns that you can use and charge up, and you do things with as well. The combat is actually it's not that bad. Like, it's actually generally good. It doesn't exhaust you out because, you know, you have those abilities that you need to do, and those are cooldowns, and that's like the main bulk of your damage.
It's exhausting you out. We don't have to talk about that, but after like 4 hours standing straight, like we were always standing, and even in VR you have like that one time you have to get another aqua to hydrate yourself, so you actually walk and like you move around and you just don't stand at one point. But like in Zenith you stand a long time at one point, and like that's a thing that people can do that actually do that often, like in their work, like doing work shifts where you're like at one point where you work at one machine or stuff like that. But I'm like getting exhausted in my legs if I do that like for 4 hours. And we played it a long time, and like the last half or like 1 hour we literally just sit down because we couldn't. And if you sit down, that game doesn't work, like, because it's just not the same feeling, because you can't smash your swords and stuff if you sit. That's not working. That's just feeling that's not feeling good.
Yeah.
And I always smash like way too hard because if I'm in VR, that's why I'm actually really bad in Beat Saber, because I always do like the big moves. Like I don't do the like if you
don't
do
the
Beat Saber,
macro
you
moves.
just have to. Yeah, if you're in Beat Saber really good, you just do the small moves like the. But I always like if I have swords in my hand, I have to do like just to feel it, you know, just to have the feeling like I really did something.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
But also like the social aspect of it, like so we haven't really played much. I don't know if there is a player economy with auction house or even any of those things. I kind of doubt it. Like from what I've heard and what I've read is that the game is it's lacking a lot of content. Like after level 25, there's practically no content, and when you're in endgame level 40, which is the maximum level, there is one boss that you can kill. That is all I know.
And you get like to level 25 after 6 days of playing the game. If you play it every night, that's the problem. But it's actually really like, if you like VRChat and you like MMOs, it's perfect, because you can just like gather up a group and have like, you can socialize like, but the dumb way. Because VRChat socializing is often the dumb way. Like just joking around with people, saying dumb stuff, or like just partying with them. You could literally do that the same.
You can force feed people.
That's the funny thing. Yeah, you can force feed people. You can give them buffs, like you can cook for them. If you the cooking mechanic is like you have to actually click in the menu. Like you open your cooking table, then you almost spawn like a whole kitchen in front of you, and then you can cook and like make a meal, and the meal is actually buffing your stats, so you can take that meal and just like stuff it in somebody else's mouth, and then he's buffed. That's actually funny. And we asked someone like if they do big raids, are they literally cooking like for half an hour before they do that? Because you have to chop all the stuff, you have to cook it, then you have to compare it, and yeah, they do.
The whole guild just like have a cooking meetup before the boss, just like, okay everybody, let's cook this smoothie. We need 2 damage dealing potions, and we need another healing potion, and then we need some bed buffs. Let's go. We need some real pork going on in here. With vegetables.
Yeah, the fun part about it is like you see that in the server if somebody cooks. You see his kitchen, you see him cooking and chopping stuff and putting it together. And like at one point there was this one girl, I didn't know if you saw that, like that was this one female character who was like away from us, who was also cooking. At some point her whole kitchen just burned and everyone was looking at her. Are you okay? Everything is burning. What the fuck are you doing? It was so funny. Like the socializing is also like just like in VRChat. They are so that's a lot of cool people. And now because we have PlayStation VR as well, which we don't have in VRChat, we have a much more spectrum of people that are actually joining.
Yeah, actually, Zenith was on the top selling list on Steam. They
It was, yeah, so-
And not just on the top selling list, it was selling number 1, to
wow,
be honest.
jeez.
Not just in VR, in the whole.
General.
It's still the
Oh, on
it's
the
still
front page. Oh,
best
wow.
selling in VR. Yep, it was on the front page, the best selling game. It's crazy. Like
Jesus.
I couldn't believe that a VR game could be that heavy. But
I mean,
Yeah,
it just says that the world is ready for a real MMO game right now. I think Zenith sold way too many copies than they thought they would. So I think they kind of have a panic currently in the
That's what
office.
I'm thinking too.
I think they're just like sitting
Because
there.
he said like
No, sorry, just go
sorry.
ahead. You can go ahead first.
because you said earlier that after level 25 nothing really happens. Maybe they thought they have more time actually, to figure out stuff and to add more bosses, maybe more dungeons or whatever. I haven't played it obviously, but
Hmm.
if you say so, and then after level 40 there's just a boss, maybe they just haven't really figured out everything yet, or maybe they didn't have enough like investment, who knows, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
they kind of right now at their headquarters. At their office, they're currently just they celebrated, like they released it and they sold a lot of copies, and then they sold more copies, and then they started the trending, and I think they're basically now having a panic attack, just like, oh god,
no.
how are we gonna do this?
Whoa. First of all, they got the server crashes a lot because they didn't believe that a lot of people could join at the same time. That was like the first and the second day, so they had server problems. We have to take that as well. So the first and second day, they probably were like really sweaty, running around in the office, throwing chairs at somebody else who's like,
Get the server up!
we need the money. But at the end, they own it. Literally we gave them our money, and I'm proud of it. Like, I bought a lot of shitty VR games, and that's one which I literally hopefully see like in my future, because that's a game that you can actually play because you can socialize as well. And I think in VR it's actually important to socialize. Because why are we still playing VRChat? Because you can socialize with people, and the people are actually talking to you back. You can literally go to a random person and talk to him. You can do that in Zenith as well. And that's a big thing, because in the real life, who is literally going to a random person and just talks to him? That's
exactly.
In this, it's sounding dumb, but in this time, nobody's actually going to random people. To random people. That's the thing.
I mean, if a stranger would approach you on the open streets, you wouldn't be like, no, go away.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not like that. Like, I would help them. Like, I always help old people, but I hate them. But that's a different story.
That's a real life problem.
Yes.
The social aspect. So Zenith has released a few blog posts over the course of the few days, like their plans and their heading and what they're gonna do. So they have plenty of job listing. On their website, one of the tabs on their website is literally just jobs. I think they brought it up front on the gaming website. What they intend to do. So they have one class in mind. I thought it was Cyberpunk Ninja or Ninja Cyborg. No, it's something Ninja. I don't remember. But that's gonna be like some assassin style player, damage dealer. They also, I read a Reddit post that they intend to integrate full body tracking into the game as well. So that'll be fun.
I'm so waiting for that. That's gonna be a game changer. That's
Yeah.
like in VR. Like,
It's just VRChat then, right? If you add more.
I think I always say that, like in every podcast, but we all know that that's like one step from going from desktop mode to VR, and then that's another step to going from VR to actually to full body VR. And I think that it's the same step. Like it's getting you so much more into the game.
And after that again, you have like haptic feedbacks and the oversuit. Like that's the next level. And you're practically already in that level. But I mean, I need to get there.
I have to tell you one thing. It is cool, but it's not the same step. Or did you have because you have to be haptics as well? Did you have the same feelings? Like when you get in full body, then you get into like I still think like it's not the perfect thing. Like I'm gonna get the OVO probably as well because like I think the OVO suit is gonna get it as well. Yeah, we're gonna have so much shitty things.
We are gonna hurt each other. Yes.
To be honest, we're gonna be that old persons like in 40 or 50 years, which has like all that shitty VR things, and like there will be young persons who'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that you actually have one. Like they just sold like 5,000 of it, and you actually have one. They didn't have like one good game and like one thing, and we'd be like, yeah, but it was fun, okay.
I could feel things.
Yeah, it's just like the motorcycle guys these days, like buying old motorcycles from like old people because they have like really old stuff, or like it's all the same. Like old people have like really cool stuff often.
Antiques.
But I still don't like old people, so move on.
I can't wait for the future when the Index and all the headsets that we currently have are antiques, like those big bulky monsters that we have. They're all gonna be so slick eventually.
Did you actually know they quitted the Nerf thing? Like they actually made one. Like there was one company who actually tried to make a VR headset that you can control with your nerves and stuff.
Oh, your brainwaves.
You mean brain?
Yeah, brainwaves, and they quitted it.
Oh,
Like they just stopped it. Like they were pronouncing it like, wow, it's gonna be like in Sword Art Online, and they're so close, where you're just laying down and you can look left and right, and you actually there was a port, and I actually saw somebody playing in VR with that, like in VRChat with that, and it was actually like, wow, you can lay down in VRChat and just like stand up and play and stuff like that. That was cool, but they stopped it because it was probably too.
Oh, you mean that headset that you? Oh yeah, the half dive. Yeah.
The half dive. Oh, thank you.
Oh, my throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
the
God.
the half dive.
Hydrated, Kenny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
stay
throat is a
fucking
little.
hydrated.
But yeah, the half dive was a little strange, admittedly. I thought the first time I saw that one was have you seen Wall-E? The movie?
Yes.
You know, all those old people.
Yes,
I mean, people with they're so
Yes,
fat and just
yes,
like lay
I
there.
always get recommended. I always remember that movie when I see. That's so dumb when I say it. I always remember that movie when I see old people driving around with the scooters. I always remember that movie.
Oh,
And I think, like,
Fatmobiles.
we're so close that thing will actually happen, and that we just be all fat and moving around. And I'm not gonna lie. If I'm old, I'm gonna buy that thing. I'm gonna buy that thing. I want to drive around with that thing and just be like, okay, I drive like 5 kilometers per hour. No, it's not. It's really silent. You don't even hear it. You actually have to. That's not a lie. Like there's one old woman who's always like driving around our house because there's like a supermarket next to our house, and you actually have to look after it because you don't hear it, obviously, and often she just forgot to move on the lights and stuff like that, so you actually have to be prepared so you don't hit her.
Don't run over grandma.
Like that.
Advice for the year.
I don't want that, okay? I mean, I want the scooter when I'm old because that's literally that looks so funny. But it's not loud enough. Like if I had a scooter when I'm old, I literally want to have it loud like a motorcycle, like
But you're gonna be that guy.
Yeah, just drive through like IKEA stuff like that and be. Yeah, I take that kitchen. Could you turn it off? No, I can't.
Seriously? That's not. I would be
Why?
opposite. I would have an electric that could go really fast, and since I'm an engineer, I would probably beef that sucker up.
No,
So I'm just not going.
Electric is too silent.
Just
like I literally
straight
was-
past all
I was
those
so
two-wheel
close.
scooters, you know, those that you stand on.
Nah, I was so close to actually buy an electric motorcycle, which sounds bad because motorcycle means like normal motor and not electric. But I was so close to actually buy one, and if you think about it, it's just a death machine because you don't hear the motor, and if you're driving like really fast, you need to hear that because people don't hear you if you're driving fast, like if you're driving fast like around a corner or stuff like that. And if you're on a motorcycle, it's literally just a death machine. And if you don't, and imagine you're on a death machine and nobody hears you, that could be really dangerous.
Yeah, I guess. But, you know, this is a real-life problem, okay? So we should probably move over to more virtual reality-esque topics. Screw real life.
Yeah, why is there no motorcycles in virtual reality? There's no good game with motorcycles.
You have motorcycles in Neos, but no one plays that.
In Gang V, there's motorcycles.
Oh.
In VRChat, there might be motorcycles.
Yes.
Well done. Well pronounced.
Well done. That was a good word.
Motorcycles.
Oh boy.
My mouth wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, okay?
I know the feeling.
Why did you say that? Let's just move on.
Yeah,
Thirsty.
please.
Anyway, so yeah, that is Zenith the MMO. Okay, I think we've discussed it.
Okay, that's okay.
Off track far enough.
Just want
Okay.
motorcycles in. We just want motorcycles in Zenith. That's all we want, please. If
You can
give all the
fly
receipts
in
down.
that game. What more do you need?
Yeah, but can you drive a motorcycle? I don't think so. And why can't you? I don't know.
Well, probably not yet, but you know, it might happen.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be.
I mean, I think they have
DLC.
more other priorities, right?
Also the Mercedes DLC.
before oh my god, that. So before they make your goddamn motorcycle and Mercedes SLS and GLS and what have you, they're definitely gonna focus on, you know, integrating better avatars, making full body tracking a thing, you know, giving you microtransactions to make your avatar look cool. That's my prediction.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, why?
Dude, look at me. I'm not like you. I don't want much. I just want to drive my Mercedes back to my place where I actually live and then just drive my motorcycle and send it. You know
Mercedes
what I
are
mean?
for old
Like,
people.
Just a normal. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next theme.
Yes.
I will not discuss
What
that
what
with you because that's a real life problem.
what was the mixed reality tool? Do you want to do that one next?
I mean, I can do that. That's probably just the thing that I actually know. I'm so proud of it that I found it and it's fucking awesome. Did you have the trailer for it?
I
Because you
did
actually
see
went
it.
to-
I think Hansi got the trailer for it. He could probably pull it up.
It's a really bad trailer. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like if you see it, you get what the tool is actually all about, and I think that's awesome. Wow, I love ramen.
Reality Mixer is a VR application that lets you bring real objects into VR. This works by creating a box which shows the camera feed of the headset on the sides of the box.
That's actually really cool.
So
and I wanted to talk about that.
what can you do with this? What problems does this solve?
You can literally put real objects in VR. Okay, so imagine Friday night, like yesterday. You're hydrating a lot because you're like just feeling like you have to hydrate a lot. So you're hydrating a lot, like a lot. But every time you have to get a new bottle to hydrate, you have to look around and search the bottle. But with that thing, you can actually just have like one point, like I have. I'm just gonna stand up. Like I have one point here. I don't have the software. I still didn't have it, but because I can remember where my place is. But normally I have here my bottle because I have a bottle holder. But I could literally use that software to just like have that one thing, and when I get close I see that that's my bottle that's there. And you could like just use your keyboard or like just put other things that you have in real life in VR, and if you get close to your keyboard you see your keyboard because you have
I mean, for me,
cameras.
The best application I saw for it was that I could actually pass through my keyboard, and that is very, very helpful. Like, you don't normally want to use the VR keyboard because, you know, you need to point at every goddamn button.
Yeah.
But with that keyboard, with your real keyboard with pass through, you could actually kind of type with the index controllers on your hands.
And with that you always have that on. Like you can walk, like if you have a bigger play space with what normally people these days have because they just move everything away, you can just walk to your keyboard, and as you get closer you can literally say how close you have to be to that keyboard. If you get closer you see that keyboard in real life because you have to pass through the lenses, and I think it's cool just because you have like a lot of things that you can like use.
Yeah, I really enjoy that feature that you can do.
Yeah, and I think it's just I literally think it's just a tool that it's getting so like it's underrated because normally nobody knows about it. I don't have it because I can remember where I am. I have like a really good orientation. Even if I hydrate a lot, I know where something is and stuff like that.
It's a weird flex, but
I can still
okay.
think like yeah, it's weird, but I can remember that. But I still just wanted to bring that up. Like I wanted to bring that up last time, but I forgot. And it literally released like the same time than Zenith did, I guess.
Oh, it just released.
It just released. Like that's.
Oh wow.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. That's why I wanted to bring it up, because I actually think like it's worth it, and you don't even pay that much. Like I think €4 or like 8. I'm not sure. Like not a lot.
No, it's €4.
If you compare it to
€4
other
or $4. I don't know. $5,
did you
€4
check?
probably. I don't know.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Like even if you just like use like how he did, like in another trailer he just used it to show his clock that he hit in his home.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, why should he use it? And then if you just think about it, okay, just move your head left because you know your clock is on the left side of your room, and you have that clock there. It's actually cool because it don't like break the full emotion of VR. And yeah, I just think it's cool. Like, or for food, like if you always have like one plate in front of your keyboard or something like that, you can just like show the keyboard, and then you can still play VR and eat. Which sounds stupid because nobody should do that, but
it's actually kind of disgusting.
Everything is
with the index microphone capturing every goddamn detail I'm used for eating, just like.
Kenny, there's actually a mute button. You should learn to use it.
It
would be helpful.
Why? But are you trying to justify eating in VR now?
No. I eat like one. I had like one time that I actually tried because I was like watching a movie with other persons like in VR, and I tried to eat ramen, which is the normal food that I eat when I watch anime films. So yeah, I tried it, but the problem is because it was that hot or like warm, you couldn't see anymore because it was like just. Even eating
But
isn't that
yeah,
great.
that is. I mean, that's a niche use, I guess. But the main use I see for this, so I've previously worked with my VR headset on, like from home.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's very powerful that you can, like, you're in VR, you can have a lot of monitors.
Yep.
One of the things that I found myself doing is that I have a wireless Bluetooth keyboard, basically, with like a dongle, and I have it on my lap, basically. So I sit like a fat man, it's like, tick, 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 right? But with that, right, the pass through, you could honestly do that without the like having the it would just improve your setup immensely. Like sometimes I misclick button and I have to like erase and then type again erase because you when you don't see the keyboard at all, you need to see the keyboard to calibrate your fingers for where they are supposed to be when you're typing, right? And once you move your hands, that calibration or in your head is gone. And once you put your hands back down, you're inevitably going to miss a few buttons when you start off. At least that's for me. I'm no super typer at all, by no means. But with that, it could help me a lot with like increasing my productivity when I'm working with a VR headset on.
But that's a good point to actually point out the new the new update from the Quest 2, because they actually support like keyboards now. Like they have some keyboards that you can actually use in VR. Because I don't know if you know it, but they actually added like the hand tracking. Like if you look at your hands, you actually see your hands, and because of that feature, you actually have like now some keyboards from special like like special keyboards you need, Logitech and things like that. So you can actually see your hands and the keyboard in VR. Like Oculus does that really, really good. But I still think like that thing helps you way more. I'm not gonna lie, because you have your own keyboard and you feel the immersion and stuff like that. And I still think almost nobody knows about it, but that thing is, especially for, as you said, work in VR, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It is a great niche product, and I just wanted to talk about it. Yeah, that's why I bring it up.
And the have you guys ever worked with a VR headset on?
Oh no.
No, but now that you mention it,
gaming.
to be fair, I think it would be less distractions, right, with your VR headset on.
Yeah, you could focus easier having everything in front of you, and you don't see all the other things on your desktop or whatever.
That's actually a good point to switch to the next thing that I actually bought, or that I actually send it to you.
The virtual desktop?
Yeah. That everyone knows.
So what is the virtual desktop?
What is the virtual desktop? That's a... thank you that you actually asked. The virtual desktop is a... It's just like the name says. It's literally your desktop mirrored in virtual reality. But I just want to bring it up because a lot of people are just buying VR and not getting like really, really close to VR or know what they can do with VR. Because I got the virtual desktop because I wanted to try to watch anime at my own. Like I have a subscription to Crunchyroll. Like I almost watched. No, I didn't watch everything, but
you watch a lot of anime.
A lot of anime, and I was like, okay, how cool would it be to watch it in VR in a cinema or something like that? And with the virtual desktop, you can literally sit in a really big cinema. You have like 100 chairs around you with a big screen and can just watch it like that. And just like stream it like that. Like just watch it on your VR
So
headset, which is like
Is it
really
like
cool.
OVR toolkit? Like the OVR?
No, it's different. It's very different.
It's very different.
It's really different. And if you work, there are actually some backgrounds that have music, like you're in a wood, like in the woods, and like hear chilled music, and can work chilled with that. If you just use one desktop, because virtual desktop isn't. The problem was like I thought virtual desktop was like, okay, I can use it and use different desktop, like I can add 6 or 7 desktops and just like work like that. Doesn't work like that. You just mirror one desktop that you have, which is sad, but not bad, because you still can use like you can use it to watch enemies, which are.
That's usually what I've been using for working previously. That's the OVR toolkit. And basically what I have is that I have a bunch of extra desktops that I can like switch to. Like I only have 2 monitors on my PC, but I have like extra desktops that I can use with OVR. That's basically my solution to the problem. But if you say that the virtual desktop can do that for you without going through all the Windows bogus, then I mean, it's an improvement.
No. The virtual desktop is literally just mirroring one desktop that you have.
No, okay,
like one actually monitor.
Yeah, but
It's not adding.
God, my throat. I need to hydrate.
Yeah, virtual desktop was fun for watching movies on YouTube. I even tried gaming with it once, but there was some weird lag. I think I tried. I
thought like okay, maybe Neo 2 or something like that, but I didn't try it till now. Like I'm just using it to actually watch anime, because
oh yeah, it's great for
I got home. I'm just chilling at my couch, looking upwards, looking in front of like a really big cinema and stuff like that, just watching it and eating chips or dumb stuff like that. It's great.
Same.
It's great. Yeah.
Same.
That's just I just wanted to break that up, because it's like it's better than actually VR, because in VRChat you can watch as well, but you have just the films that are in VRChat, like in the world. And sometimes the world didn't work, because VRChat is actually a community that works, and the people are working on VRChat, and there are updates, and the updates are shitting with the worlds and stuff like that. Like I don't have to mention it. We all know that problem. Yeah, there are good updates, there are bad updates.
Did you find a video of the virtual desktop, Hansi?
Don't even know if there's a good video. I have to tell.
Yeah, I don't even know either. You didn't?
Like, you just have to.
Good one.
Huh?
Like, you just have to imagine that. He said not a good one.
Oh, okay. Well,
you just have to imagine it's like your own safe space, what you have, and where you bring your video or like your desktop on, where you can work or like us just watch a video. And
yeah,
it
right.
works great. Like the video, like for
it
watching videos, it just works great, and I think it's worth the money. If you compare it to like Netflix or stuff like it, which you actually could watch on the desktop if you get the right settings up, you could actually make it work. And yeah, if you compare it to that, and it's just like it's expensive because it's like 13 euros right now, I guess, like this 13, 10 or 13 something.
Oh, it's
something
that
like
expensive.
That, yeah.
Oh,
it is actually expensive, but like.
Huh?
Yeah, but you just paid 13.
13 euros.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you just like pay it once and then you have it, and if you compare it to like other streaming sites or like to streaming services, it's worth it because you have no other good thing that actually brings it through like that. Because even if you use the normal Steam VR, it's still weird because you have to move it every time, and Like if you get into virtual desktop, you sit in your cinema, there's the movie, it's done. You don't have to move something, just I use that desktop, full screen, end of it. For streaming movies and stuff like that, perfect thing.
Yeah, it works great. You can even play some single player games as long as you don't mind the lag. It's fine. But yeah, it's worth it. It's pretty good. I've been using it for like over a year.
Okay.
Oh, you've been using it for a long time.
Yeah, mostly for YouTube, Netflix, and Amazon Prime stuff.
Ah, cool.
That was great, yeah.
So yeah, I think we're currently running rapidly out of time here, so I think we're just gonna move over to the worlds we're gonna talk about, like the VRChat highlights that we've got going on.
Okay, but I have to actually go real quick and get a new bottle and actually dehydrate at the toilet because I have to go to the toilet and I can't.
Well,
it's not working, dude. I don't have my VRChat bottle right now. I don't have it here. I don't have the VRChat bucket.
Well, go backstage and go pee.
I go backstage.
Oh boy.
Imagine going before the podcast is over. Jesus Christ. But yeah, VRChat highlight world. So basically, a section. Well, once we go through towards the end of the show, what we do is that we highlight a VRChat world that you can find with a link in the description that we enjoy for whatever reason. And one of the world I'd like to recommend is a world called Real Campfire. I'll have a link in the description. Basically, you're in a
that one is great.
it's in a forest, right? You've been there. So it's in a forest. It's very dark. You can see the stars. You can hear like the crickets and other forest sounds. And you have a campfire, which is a really really good campfire. And that's all really that is. There's some mirrors there, of course, like there is in every VRChat world. But yeah, that you can enable. But yeah, the lighting, the shading, all of it, like the world, I think it really is the best campfire out there from what I've seen. And it just brings this vibe, I guess, that you're alone in the woods or, with just a handful of people sitting there chilling in front of the campfire, hearing the woods crackle, the embers glow, and it's really good, and the lighting from the campfire as well.
Oh yeah, it is.
I've been there a couple of times with a few people, and I really enjoy my stay there every time. Like it just gives this vibe to you that it's just chill, and it's a great place to bring your handful of people if you just want to hang out and chill. So, do you have a world you want to recommend? I did put one world in there for you because, I didn't get a world from Thickbeard.
I think we probably gave you Furhub, I guess.
He did.
Oh yeah, of course it. Yeah, the old Furhub was really good. The new one, the word is great. Don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of new users, especially since Christmas, and a lot of Quest-only users. But it's still a great word to meet new people. And what else is there? Oh yeah, White Club is. Does anyone even still use White Club anymore?
White Club?
Is still good. The war.
No,
White Club, yeah.
I've been there, but
people don't use it anymore. Oh, it was a freaking great club back in the day. And so is the Vault. Vault is another club where you can just DJ yourself, put on some music with some great special effects. Yeah.
But yeah, I can put White Club in there as well for you. Just give me a link of the White Club. If you have it favorited, just go on your VRChat profile and find a link for it and send it to me on Discord.
Yeah, I can do that.
You don't need to do it now, or just after the show. So I can.
Thank God, because it might be complicated. Yeah. Oh, I can. Because right now the PC is hooked up to a beamer, and it might be a little complicated. Yeah.
Well, look who's back.
I'm back.
Oh.
Imagine taking a pee break outside of the initial break. Very professional.
Yeah, dude, the problem about that is just like you don't have a toilet, so it's just like peed in that corner, so don't go there, okay? I'm really sorry, but I was like searching for it, but I couldn't find it, so I was just like peeing there.
You want me to add a
Sorry.
toilet here?
I'm really sorry. Yeah, I know, it's fine. It's not our apartment, so it's good.
Anyway, so we finished my world, we finished Maggoo's world.
What was your world? What
The
was your
real
world?
Campfire.
Oh. we
But
talked
you're
about that
late,
already,
so
right?
you can watch the VOD if you are very
yeah, we
interested.
talked about it, yeah, so it's okay. So what was his world? I forgot.
The White Club and the Furhub.
Oh, I love the White Club, but it died. It died
Yeah, it counted.
like
yeah.
really,
It's true.
like really quick, and I'm not bad. I'm not even like sad about it. There was a lot of weird stuff going on in the White Club. I'm not gonna lie.
Sandra, do you have a world?
Yeah, it's true.
We discovered a world that's called No Time to Talk. I don't know if you know about it, but
Oh, we've actually talked about it last time. He has already had
Yeah,
it as a spotlight.
oh, yeah, we discovered it. I'm not on VRChat often anymore, sadly, because of studying, but No Time to Talk was like, actually, we've been stuck there for hours and we didn't even like realize how much time we spend in there because the time is passing so quickly and it's so much fun because you just randomly spawn into like that room and you get paired up with like one random person for 2 minutes and you have time to talk and then automatically it switches
Mm.
to another person. And yeah, it's just like a great way of meeting new people, and to be fair, it's like a good time. Well, a good way. I'm just wasting some time, but like in a good way. I don't know. How to put it.
it's great. Just continue.
Let's just say it's fun. But like, is there any other world that I know? Because we had that already. I don't fucking know. Jesus.
Yeah, time passes really
Let's-
quickly
let's-
there.
Let's move on with him. Maybe I will see another world that I like.
Okay, what world do I had this time? Was it the Onsen, like the?
Do you want me to check
the
the world you
demon?
sent me?
Yes, of course, dude. I have so, dude. You.
Oh my
you
god.
always
Big
ask me for
bear.
a different world, okay? I wasn't online as itself, but so it was probably the Onsen, right?
It was
With the deer one.
Dear Onsen, yes.
I actually know that it was that. I just wanted that he stands up. So yeah.
You could have just recommended my world. Damn you.
No, I actually thought that you.
Yeah, it sucks, I know.
Your own world. No,
Oh, no,
I
it
love
sucks,
your
it
world. I had
sucks.
great parties there. There's a little shark in the pool. So yeah, okay, back to the story. So I mentioned the Onsen world because like the first time I was in that podcast, I mentioned the Africa world, like Rain in Africa, you remember, where I just had like a world that I actually can zone out and like just be like my safe place. Like just my four corners that's for me, and I'm there and I'm feeling comfortable. And actually the Onsen is my home world right now in VRChat, just because like it's weird to explain, but there's like one small mountain that you just can climb, like just normally walk on, like it's really close to the spawn, and like just watch the stars and like just watch down, and probably you can make good pictures on it, but it's just like you can just zone out. You can just literally look on it, zone out, and have a good time. Like, because sometimes the D word, like depression, some people have depression and something like that hitting in, and then like you just go there and just like think about all the stuff and just like look like on at even like on the things they're there, like there's one small hood, there's literally like a little bit light and mirrors and like a small river and like big mountains and stuff. It's just a beautiful world, and there's deers running around, and I just love that because it's chilled. It doesn't have a lot of music. It's not big, but it's just like, yeah. You already saw it. It was the world that I streamed when we tested the new thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
will be
yeah.
coming next week.
This
Yes,
we
it's
could-
gonna be awesome.
we could probably talk a little bit about it, the
little
new
bit.
feature that we have been testing out. So
Yes.
one of the things that we want to achieve is to have a reporter out in the field of VRChat live.
Stop it. It's not a reporter. Yes, I'm not. I didn't accept a job for a reporter. Okay, I'm a weatherman in VR.
Weatherman. Yeah, sure.
I'm a weatherman.
So yeah, Zach is not here. Obviously, he's on vacation in somewhere. I don't remember where he was. But yeah,
Just disappeared.
yeah, he'll be back probably. Yeah, once he comes back, hopefully next week, maybe in 2 weeks' time. When he does, we're probably gonna test out that feature with you being the weatherman. And I think that's going to be very exciting. So basically what you will be doing is that you will go out into the field of VRChat on public servers or wherever. And you're going to be reporting live on screen in our world
On screen.
with minimal
That's
latency.
gonna be so crazy. Yes, we tested it all. It was so crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that easy, but it was funny.
Yeah, it generally works. There is some latency there that we cannot overcome. Most of the latency is not due to the streaming services that we use. It's due to VRChat servers, unfortunately. So there's like 4 or 5 seconds there that we literally cannot do anything about. That's just a VRChat problem. But yeah,
It's gonna be funny.
it's gonna be funny, you know. On news reporters when they are just like, so yes, you're currently on site with the fire. How's the police coping with the current dangers ahead? And 5 seconds later, the reporter just like, can you hear me? Oh yes, the police are currently. The police are currently. It's probably gonna be something strange like that. But yeah, that's something we've been trying out. I'm really excited to try it out and do a live thing of it. It's gonna be ridiculous.
That's gonna be so funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, but Hansi, how long have we been going on for?
Good 2 hours now.
Are you serious?
Oh boy.
Oh God, Hans. Well, then it's probably time to actually do our shout-outs. Kenny, what do you want to shout out today?
I want to shout out the boy in Morocco that fell down a well.
Oh God, does nobody actually have?
Did they save him? I never really saw the end of that story, if he survived or not. Like, they've been digging for quite a while, a few days now. Haven't you heard of it?
Nope.
Well, that stream is going longer, I guess.
So basically, there was a boy in Morocco that fell down a very, very narrow well, 32-meter deep well. And it was so tight and narrow that they couldn't really get any personnel down there to save the boy. But they were able to lower down equipment, oxygen, and supplies for him. He's a 5-year-old or something. And so what they've done is that they've dug down on the side, excavated a deep, deep ditch, and created a tunnel to try to reach the boy. They have this whole operation going on, and it's all been live streamed on multiple TV channels for over the past weekend. And I'm not sure if the boy is saved or not. But shout out to that boy for being
I've never heard of that.
But yeah, it's happened this
Yeah.
weekend. I mean,
It's probably because we live in VR and he still believes in real life.
I mean,
That's
when
weird.
I eat my food, I don't do it in VR. I do it in my living room, where I,
Well,
eat
and
my
that's the
TV.
problem.
What?
That's
Disgusting.
why you are overweight.
I'm not. I'm not overweight. I'm joking. I'm a
We
big
don't have to
fatty.
cry on that. Okay, let's move on. Maggoo, who wants to? You want to shout out somebody?
Shout out yourself. Anything?
No, shout to HTC because they still believe in they can make a difference in the headsets because they've obviously lost their goal. Oh boy.
Shout out to HTC
But I
for
s-
still being themselves.
But I
Still
but I
being
still
alive.
think it. I'm not gonna lie. I still think like it's just because Valve did their own thing. Because at the first HTC, which was actually really good, the Valve was also like involved in the whole project, and the HTC 2 is actually almost the index. Just like some parts are different, like the microphone and stuff like that. So I actually think like it's more like because Steam was like, no, we don't. We
The
don't
microphone
want to do
sucks though.
that. It sucks. It really sucks. It's really bad.
Do you have anything to shout out?
Yes. Yes.
You do?
Today I actually have something. Yes. So I found that new YouTube channel today that I was watching for like 6 hours now because I wanted to take a nap, but I couldn't because I don't know. It was probably it was normal.
Okay, what's the
daytime, so
channel?
I couldn't sleep. The channel is bikes and beers. No, beards, like the facial hairs.
Bikes
Like
and
the
beards?
Bike and beers. Yes, they were actually like buying bikes, like motorcycles and stuff like that, and actually rebuilding it, and it's real life stuff. But they're so I wanted to shout them out because they're actually so friendly, and you know why? Because they literally every video they upload, they have like one psalm out of the Bible that they actually like took out of it and just like tell like they just get it so smooth. They be like, yeah, and then we met that random person, and he was actually so nice, and that remembered me on that psalm that is actually, you should treat everyone that he's treating you and stuff like that.
Wait,
And
they're
they-
reading
it's-
reading things from the Bible.
Yeah, but just like that one time, and then they were building badass bikes again, and just moving around. And I watched like 6 hours of it straight. And I'm not gonna lie, there was no curse word. There was nothing. It was totally friendly, totally family friendly, and I still enjoyed it. And
Huh.
that's not a thing that like they did it like because they want to be family friendly. They just did it because they are like that.
Huh.
And that's why I wanted to shout them out.
I mean, they're probably
Because, like,
dads,
I
all
think
the whole
that's
squad of
actually-
them. So
No, it's actually a sad story because I watched them and like the last episode from last year was like because they sold their whole motorcycles and their whole buildings because two of the employees was like searching for other jobs and they got off it and he couldn't handle it himself because he was like, yeah, I can't do the customer service for myself, so I'm just gonna upload videos on YouTube where I build custom where I revive custom motorcycles that he founds on the junkyard or stuff like that. So he does that right now, but he sold his whole things last year because he couldn't handle it alone. But yeah, I think that's really wholesome because normally you don't get like that with the Bible and stuff like that. I'm Christian, but I don't think it's an important thing, but I just think like it's cool how they believe in it, and it's really wholesome how they just bring it inside of their videos. So yeah, that's why I want to shout them out. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Bikes and Beards. Sandra, do you have anything you wanna shout out? Plugs whatsoever? Your local coffee shop?
Just all the animal rescue shelters or whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, especially
I love
for
animals.
bugs and insects.
Oh my god.
Like
Because we love
any-
them.
Rescue center for bugs and insects? Does that even exist?
Hopefully.
I
dude,
doubt it,
hopefully, because
because-
people like you killed them.
I mean, there's bee rescues for sure.
Yeah, bees are nice. I mean, I would never ever touch a bee, and if I see one, I'd probably run. But yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one lady on TikTok that just like saving the bees, and she's just looked like have no protection whatsoever, just like go naked up and just like here's the queen, she's so very cute, and just like have nothing and just like go and put her hands in the bees and just I'm just like oh, it's just literally I can't handle it.
But bees are chilling. Bees are chilling. It's the wasps
Yeah.
that are assholes. Too.
Yep. True.
You can't even see
And
the
the
difference from a
hornets.
wasp and a bee.
Yes, you can. Wasps are way more
you
yellow,
can.
and bees are like
Yes.
bees are just little cuddly, hairy.
Yeah, bees are little cuddly, they're fluffy, they're nice, and the wasps are just big and
Okay,
angry.
yeah, I'm actually we need to end. Not enough bees, but yeah, shout out to the animal shelters around the world. Shout outs to Bikes and Beards. Shout out to what was your shout out?
I don't remember. I can't remember.
My God, very professional.
I can't remember as well.
Was it that forgettable?
No, wait. No, you had that
It
little
was
guy in the thing.
Yeah, you shout out HTC.
Shout out
Oh my
HTC.
God.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Kenny, what do you want to shout out?
To fell in the
I
thingy,
did shout
fell
out.
into a hole.
I shout out like the boy from Morocco. I hope he's okay.
Oh yeah, it was you. Oops, yeah.
Oh yeah, really.
Thoughts and prayers to the families of Morocco that with the boy that died. And he didn't. I don't know if he died. I actually don't know the end of the story. But if he died, very sad. It was a horrible tragedy.
Well,
But
you
if
don't-
he
you
survived,
don't-
yes,
just
great.
ended.
Yeah, we need to end.
Ended.
Okay, thank you for watching the virtual
That was really bad,
podcast.
That was really bad. Stay hydrated.